Day number 6 of Does the Law of Attraction Really Work? It's a challenge. So as I talked about in the first few days, I've really kept a strong, tight focus, tight attention, awareness on how I'm feeling. So I'm checking in with myself, often asking myself how I feel. If it was tending towards neutral or negative, then I took the time to switch that into a positive thought. Okay, and so I was really squeezing internally, keeping tension to really push that and keep awareness on what's happening within. Okay, and then day 5, suddenly I started to release and felt quite different. The tension and release also released, there was a release of emotions there too. Now today, the way it feels is I kind of rocketed up and then felt the release, and now I'm kind of gliding at this frequency now. Okay, and I'm just really letting life lead me here. Of course, do I want to go that? Yeah, I would love to, but if I'm not ready for it, it doesn't make sense to just try to rock it up. I'm now integrating what I have here. And then when I'm ready, integrated, now I can take that leap again, really tighten up and focus on the inner, and then take my consciousness up higher, then hit that kind of like a plateau, not so much a plateau, but an integration stage. And then when I'm able to, when I'm integrating and pretty much getting to the point of embodiment of those higher consciousness, I don't want to say values, but higher consciousness, then I'm ready again to transcend, and then I'll hit that plateau. Again, I don't like to call it plateau, but the integration stage. So transcend, integrate, and then as the integration is happening, I'm starting to embody it, and then I'm ready for the next step. Boom, boom. So that's what I'm seeing. Now, we're already 3 minutes into the video, but that's the experience that I had for today. Now, I wanted to share the second part is the insight that I had, in particular for people who are on the path of the seeker, people who are very interested in inner growth and have been taking action on inner growth, and better yet, people who are interested in self-realization. An insight that I had today was that every person, every unique being, soul, light, consciousness that is on this path to self-realize has their own unique individual journey or path, and that's how it needs to be. The reason is we're all different. Yes, in the end we're all the same, but we're still very different, especially in this manifest physical world. We're all different. Even if we had a twin, they're completely different, right? They may physically look very similar, but if you break it down to the every cell in the body, of course it's going to be different, although they look very similar. And let's say that they're actually completely physically the same. The twins would internally be very different. That's something that we all notice. If you know of any twins, triplets, or quadruplets, all their inner, let's say, personality, that it's the personality that shows outside, but inside it's all different. The personalities are all different. Same can be said for families, siblings. We're all different. We're completely different. And there are times that I scratch my head going, we grew up in the same household, but our experiences were so different. even for situations that were the same, for situations that we both experienced together. So I have a brother and a sister, both younger than me, and even with the same, we saw the same thing happen. We heard the same thing happen. We were all at the same place. We all have different takes on it. And so that's why I'm saying the path to self-realization, or the path of self-growth, inner growth, becoming our true selves, living through our higher selves, is different. And that's what the beautiful part is. You be you. That's the way to growth, to be ourselves. And also, we all have different karmas to burn off. The type of karma that you have to burn off is going to be different than mine. Some may have more dense ones, some may have more lighter ones, but maybe a lot more variety, right? Some might have one big chunk. Everything else is pretty good, but that one big chunk that just cannot be broken through. Possible, right? So that is the uniqueness aspect of it. It's all unique, and you as an individual have to find your own way through the path. And in the beginning, I believe that it's really important to have a lot of good influence, the peers that you hang out with. More importantly, a guru, someone that brings light to the darkness, someone that helps you see more, someone who kind of helps you plug into your own wisdom. And as you work through those things, sometimes it actually may be that you need to go to a psychologist or a therapist to get some help with certain things. Okay? And really carving out the junk. It's like carving the statue of David. You're carving out everything that it's not. That's what you're doing for yourself. Carving out everything that you're not. And they say once you get there, there was nothing there to begin with. So that uniqueness is something that I wanted to share with you. But I'm not done. There's more. Next is the similarities. The similarities that I'm seeing is that these people who are realized had a burning desire to know, to become self-realized. Another one is, maybe I'll add to that, not just to self-realize, but in a different context, maybe to be one with God, to merge, to become one. That. Another one of the similarities I see is deep introspection. Okay, and that introspection usually comes in the form of meditation. So it's very deep introspection. So those two similarities I find quite strong. And a third one that I noticed, which is probably not at those two levels of really wanting to be one with God, to achieve union, to self-realize, the burning desire to do so, to be realized. And then the other being deep introspection. In general, that is done through the practice of meditation. Okay, so those two. And then the third one, I'd place it a little below, which is facing one's fears and challenges. Now, I think that's also somehow connected with listening to life, or listening to God, letting life guide us, listening to that quiet whisper, that. So we all want to express ourselves authentically, but there may be fears. Fear of what other people might think, fear of not being enough, fear of not being good enough, fear of not being perfect. Things like that come up. Following but as we listen to life and flow with what it's telling us, what life is telling us, what God is telling us, we are able to kind of break through these barriers. But these barriers are all mental beliefs and things like that, because in the end, we are all enough in our own unique way. And in that way, I believe that we're all equal and we're all one. Because we're so individually different, we're one as that. So that's day number 6. Experiences, the transcend, integrate, embody, and transcend that, and also my insights on the day. I hope this somehow sparks something good in you, and I'll see you for day 7 mañana. Adios.